summary of the speech. Dear participants, dear guests, welcome to the third International Congress on Innovative Approaches in Medical and Health Sciences, where the latest innovations in medicine and health sciences will be shared. This event provides a platform for academics, researchers, and participants. Continue with our guest speakers. Evet, Salih Hocam sizin de izniniz olursa sırada davetli konuşmacılarımızla devam ediyoruz. Teşekkürler hocam. Our first speaker is an IELTS expert with 29 years IELTS and TOEFL teaching and training experience. He is a linguist by profession, teacher, trainer, researcher, international keynote and plenary speaker. He has published 80 research papers in numerous international peer-reviewed research journals, authored 4 books, and has supervised extensively. He has conducted and attended scores of ELT workshops and seminars within the country. He has been awarded honored doctorate in ELT and Applied Linguistics by an American university due to his remarkable services in the field of ELT. He is a recipient of multiple national and international awards and gold medals in recognition of his outstanding academic achievements. Currently, he is teaching in the Islamia University of Bahawalpur, Pakistan. We welcome Professor Dr. Safdar Bahati to give a speech.
Thank you very much, sir, for introducing me so nicely. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, sir. No problem.
And what about my screen? Is it visible?
Yeah, it is visible.
Okay, ji. Thank you very much. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to everyone. First of all, I would like to thank the ORP organization for inviting me again and again as a keynote speaker for their international conferences. And really, that is a great honor for me. And the topic of my today talk is improving speaking skills through aviates at BS level and investigation. And that is a brief sketch of my talk. Respected audience, speaking comes after listening. Language is what we speak, basic necessity of human being. Without it, we cannot get proper space in society, and every speaker needs a listener. Everywhere we have to speak, no conscious effort is required. Students also want to speak English, but they feel shy. They first listen to the teacher and then they try to speak. Speaking a language is always daunting at first. Speak clearly, simply, and slowly is a core concern. Importance of aviates. Dear all, aviates increase the effectiveness of teaching, hold the attention span of the learner for the duration of instruction, make learning experiences last longer, avoid excessive, empty, and meaningless verbalization in teaching English, provide direct sensory experience to the students, help students to form clear and accurate concepts in English, reduce teachers talking, create language atmosphere, provide interest and inspiration to the student, provide variety to teaching, clarify the subject matter, and save time and energy. Now, I would like to move towards the significance of the study. Aviates are important for improving speaking skills. The positive results of the research can support the English language teachers to apply this media in developing speaking ability of their students. This study can help the students in focusing their attention, stimulating their interest, giving them real impact by making them aware of modernization, their learning and acquisition. This research is expected to be beneficial for the students, the teachers, and the institution theoretically and practically as well. The objectives of my study were to improve speaking skills of the ESL learners, to use aviates in an English language class, to explore whether aviates can enhance speaking skills of the ESL learners or not, to find out the factors which affect teaching speaking skills through aviates. The hypothesis of my study was there is no apparent distinction between the ESL learners' performance in pre-test and post-test. There is no apparent distinction between aviates usage and learner satisfaction. There is no significant correlation between aviates usage and learners satisfaction. Dear all, the role of aviates is unavoidable for better learning. The students find it easier to study with aviates to make the process of learning meaningful and stress-free. There is a positive effect of aviates on students' participation and motivation. The competence and confidence in speaking may be developed from appropriate helping aids, designed syllabus, teaching methods, and ample training practice. One possible reason of low speaking proficiency is the result of limited access to AV aids and authentic materials. Most of the English language learners feel speaking difficulty in public, oral communication, low vocabulary, pronunciation errors, lack of grammatical familiarity. 50 students and 20 teachers from the Islamic University of Bahawalpur, Pakistan participated in this study. If we talk about the research methodology, that was experimental in nature and the approach was quantitative, stratified random sampling was done. Pre-test and post-test for the students, while a questionnaire for the teachers were used as a tool to collect the data from the respondents. And that is the comparison between pre-test and post-test. On that behalf, the findings of the study proved that AV aids had positive impact on ESL learners speaking proficiency. And that is the comparison between AV aids use and learner satisfaction. Basically, the findings of the study proved that AV aids were helpful for the ESL learner satisfaction about their speaking proficiency. And that is a correlation between AV aids use and learner satisfaction. So, there is a significant, strong, and positive correlation between the two variables. AV aids usage enhances the learner's satisfaction and improves their performance. And these are some factors which I deduced from the collected data from the teachers' questionnaires. And the students take interest, 98% teachers agreed. Participation, 100% agreed. Confident, 80% teachers agreed. Motivation, 99% teachers agreed. And speak English, 98 teachers were agreed. And that is a graphic description of my data. Now I would like to move towards the findings and the conclusion. Dear all, the potential role of AV aids needed to explore in speaking skills to assess whether it brings a positive change or not. It was noted that AV aids can be said as information, education, and entertainment combined in one package. AV aids are very good sources for teaching speaking skills because they increase students' ability to understand language outside the classroom context. Its use motivates and encourages students to develop English speaking proficiency. The experience and qualification of teachers had positive effect on students' learning. They used more AV aids to improve the speaking proficiency of the learners. Activities were used to provide free and spontaneous practice of language with the help of AV aids. So before leaving, I would like to give some suggestions and the recommendations. Dear all, in a language classroom where students take admission for the sake of improving their English language, but due to the unavailability of lab equipment and experienced teachers, they leave the institute. Recognized institutes which really want to educate students can be helpful. Honest, qualified teachers, lab equipment, suitable atmosphere, airy and bright classrooms, reasonable charges are useful for a language institute as well as for school and university. Teachers should also be encouraged to enhance their speaking skills. Grammar translation method must be relied upon too much. There must be a systematic progression in lesson from easy to difficult. The classroom environment should be student-centered. And these were some references from which I got the help. Thanks for lending me your ears. And any question, please. And that's all from my side, dear all.
Okay, thank you so much, Professor, for the presentation. Is there any question or contributions? Okay, I think there is no questions for now, Professor. Thank you again. Thank you so much for your presentation.
Okay, sir. Welcome.
Thank you. Evet, sıradaki videomuzda